Hi, welcome to the Gamesplainer. I'm Jeff the Gamesplainer, and today I'm gamesplaining Purrrlock Holmes, Furry Archery's Trail. If you've watched the other videos, you'll have an idea of the rules for how this game plays. So I have set this game up as a two-player game. With the higher count games, the number of tokens in the middle of the table is different. I have my faithful assistant who is off camera and who will remain silent, but will give me a thumbs down or a thumbs up as necessary. So we're starting with this player. These are the cards that we have to choose from. So to start with, I know that this is either the dog, the 12, 1 or 2. It is not a 1 or 2, so it's either the dog or the 12 o'clock. So if I play the dog at 4 o'clock as my first card, and if this is the dog or a 3, 4 or 5, I'll get a thumbs up or a nod, and it's a yes on that. Which tells me that the dog is the appropriate thing on that card. I just need to work out what time it's at. And if I play the goose at 5 o'clock, so we're looking for, is it a 4, 5 or 6? I've got a no on that one as well. So the information that I have gathered straight away is that it is a dog. It is not at 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 or 6. So it's a dog somewhere on that half of the aisle. I can have a guess right now and take a paw token, and I think I will do that. I'll have a guess at just the animal. I guess that is the dog, and I am correct. So what happens now is the dog that I have guessed goes there. I take the token. This is just between you and me. That's points. I then seed another card. So the card, this is the next card. So there's the next card. I get rid of the last cards. I take 2 fresh cards from the deck to seed it. Is there a rat? A 5, 6 or 7? That's a no. And is it a goose? An 11, 12 or 1? The answer is also no on that. I then have these 2 cards in my hand, which get passed across to the other player because I was correct. And I take 2 fresh cards into my hand. It is now the other player's turn. It is not a rat, so the number 6, 7 or 8 is going to get him into a close proximity to it. So the cards he will play is, let's play that card. See what comes back. 7, 8 or 9 or toad. That's a yes. It's a 7, 8 or 9 or the toad. And the other card he will play is that card. And he's asking, is it a 10, 11 or 12 or is it the dog? Okay, he doesn't have enough information to get the right answer. It could be the rat, it could be the toad. It could be 6, 7, 8 or 9. There's far too much information there. So he will pass the 2 cards he has left over to the other player. And he will take 2 fresh cards for himself. So there's his 2 fresh cards. They go down. It is now Purrrlock's turn. So he just moves along the line and flips another one over. You can see how we're getting closer to the end with Purrrlock. So these guys need to be knocking over 5 more guys before we actually even get a chance at getting Purrrlock. So let's try for a second round. We know that it's not 5, 6, 7, 11, 12 or 1. We also know it's not the rat or the goose. So we might try this one. Is it the crow or 8, 9 or 10? We've had a yes on that. We'll at least get one of these things. So is it the crow, the 12, 1 or 2? Oh. That tells me that this is not the crow. Definitely not the rat. Definitely not the goose either. Which means it's either the toad or the dog. It also tells me that we're at 8, 9 or 10. I don't have quite enough information to be able to have a stable guess on that one. So I will allow that to go past. I will pass those 2 cards over to the other player. Take 2 fresh cards for myself. Is not sure if we're the rat or the toad. And also not sure if it's 7 or 8 o'clock. Okay, because of what's in my hand and what's on the table, I've locked it down to being either a toad at 6 o'clock or the rat at 9 o'clock. So the 9 o'clock rat is just here, so it's definitely not that one. So if it's a rat, it needs to be a rat at 7, 8 or 9. So it could be the rat at 8 o'clock. It could be the toad, because I've got the 7 in my hand for toad, at 6 o'clock. I've got a 50-50 chance in this, but I'm going to have a guess at it before I play any cards. What I'm going to go for is it the toad at 6 o'clock? I've had a no on toad at 6, which means I don't get to pick any cards up. I do still get to play 2 cards, however. No at toad at 6, which means I'll play this one. Is it the goose or is it at 3, 4 or 5? Okay, so that's the 2 cards played. I don't get to pick any cards up because I made an incorrect guess earlier. So these 2 cards get passed to the next player. This gets moved along. On this player's next turn, because I have no cards, they will get the 2 cards handed across from this player to this player, and they'll have to play those 2 cards. And the next player has a go. Okay, I think we'll leave it there. That's probably enough for you to get a feel for how the game plays and see if you'll like it or not. If you have any comments or suggestions, please write them below. If you have any games that you wish to be Gamesplayed, please shoot me an email at thegamesplainer@gmail.com. Follow me on Instagram and Twitter at thegamesplainer to see what games I've been playing. Subscribe to my videos to keep up to date with the games that I'm gamesplaining. And until next time, enjoy gaming.